Hey guys, welcome to Brick Hub. This is just a quick update video so you guys know what I'm going to be up to. First of all, thank you guys for letting me get over the 100 subscriber hump. Let's keep going till 1,000 and hopefully 10,000 after that. Anyways, I told you guys before I was working on a Starfighter MOC. Well, that turned into two Starfighter MOCs, and the four minifigures in the front are kind of a teaser for what's to come if you guys recognize these minifigures and what they might potentially end up going with in the future. And I've got some poly bags in the back that I still haven't opened, and so I figured I'd open them while I talk about some of my opinions on The Last Jedi. So before I get started, of course, I will probably be discussing some spoilers in The Last Jedi, so if you have still not seen it and you don't want the movie spoiled, just go ahead and feel free to, watch another video, just click X right now and stop watching because I will probably discuss some spoilers. And also, if you guys are enjoying my videos, please, like them, please comment below so I know how to improve my videos. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you guys want to continue seeing reviews and cool MOCs that I'm working on. And of course, I mentioned before, I'm working on two Starfighter MOCs. One has like the Obi-Wan and the other one has Dutch Vander. I mean, that should be a pretty clear indicator of what I'm working on. But anyways, I should have those out within like a week or two. It's just like some Bricklink orders got pretty messed up, and so I'm still kind of waiting on them. Anyways, let's get started. So, this is the Admiral Yularen polybag. It was like a May the 4th thing, I think, a few years back. Anyways, pretty cool. So, Last Jedi. I liked it a lot better than Force Awakens. I mean, personally, I talk about it all the time. I honestly hated The Force Awakens, and I'm a pretty hardcore Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars so much that I can watch Phantom Menace for enjoyment and not have any problems with them. A lot of people think that's like the worst Star Wars movie ever, but honestly, in my opinion, I thought Episode 7 was. But Episode 8 was pretty surprising to me in that I didn't think it was really terrible. There were some weird moments in it, and like I really thought it was super duper weird when they made Leia fly through space with the Force. I thought that was extremely unnecessary. I mean, I thought that was a perfect way for them to retire a character whose actor had passed on, and I really don't know why they didn't let her die there. She really wasn't important to the plot for the rest of the movie, and that's another thing is the plot was honestly pretty terrible. It was pretty much just a big space chase with a bunch of events that didn't really matter, like Rose and Finn going over to the casino planet. I mean, their mission was entirely useless. I mean, they basically went on this mission that didn't end up mattering because everyone was going to abandon ship, and I thought that was kind of dumb. I actually, but one thing I will say is I like the characters a lot better this time around. And Episode 7, like, I did not like Finn, I did not like Poe, I did not like Rey. I didn't even like the original trilogy characters like Luke, Han, Leia. I thought they pretty much made them the lamest characters ever, and that was what kind of killed killed that movie for me. But this movie did a better job with that, I think. I don't know, for whatever reason, they just made the characters a lot more interesting. The one thing I was a little bit disappointed about was Finn potentially dying in this movie. I wish they would have killed him off. Not because I hate the character, because I did hate him in Episode 7, but in Episode 8, they made him very likable. I really liked his character. But I personally, like, I always love in stories when a character is like sacrificing themselves for the greater good and stuff, and like I think it's like one of the most honorable things a person can do to sacrifice themselves so like their buddies can survive. And they basically almost had that with Finn, and I was when he was dying or about to die potentially, I actually really cared about the character, and I was like, oh man, like, what a perfect way for a, it's a hero's death, really. And I thought that was super duper cool. And then they, in the last second, they had to save him, and then that kind of bummed me out. And so that was one thing I really did not like. And another thing was just like, I felt like Luke was pretty underused. I felt like they should use him more than he was. And because Luke's a pretty cool character in the original trilogy, whatever, but like, I don't know. I mean, I was expecting a lot more from him in this movie, and I just did not get what I was expecting, I guess. And I was really hoping for Kylo Ren to be redeemed, because that's another thing I really like in movies, is like redemption stories. I think that's super cool. But that also didn't happen. I was hoping Rey would turn to the dark side, because I still, that Rey's the one character from this movie I still thought was pretty lousy, and it's sad because I think Daisy Ridley's a terrific actress. It's just I think the character's written so terribly. Don't really know what the deal is. I mean, I wish Disney would get that under control, but whatever. Now they got Jar Jar Abrams back for episode 8 or 9, and I suppose it is what it is. But yeah, overall it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't amazing. I really felt like it was just a big compilation of really amazing fight scenes. Like, I mean, the scenes were just so awesome. But really they felt like YouTube shorts almost, like stuff that you watch for like 5-10 minutes and then you forget about it, because ultimately almost nothing that happened in the movie really had much consequence. And there were some weird mistakes in the movie too. I'm pretty sure, like, the books that Luke had burned, or I guess Yoda had burned, I'm pretty sure they showed up again in the Millennium Falcon's cabinets at the end of the movie, which, if I'm wrong, then it's whatever, but if I'm right, then that's a pretty big mistake to have in a movie. But probably not a lot of people noticed, or maybe I'm just seeing things, but yeah, I did love the lightsaber fights. I'm glad that they made them cool again, because Episode 7's lightsaber fight was honestly pretty lame. Like, this guy Kylo Ren, who's supposed to be like, super highly trained and, just this like super terrible guy, just kind of made him look really wimpy. And I'm glad they made him a lot more interesting in this movie. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like this movie had a lot of wasted opportunities, just like Episode 7. But much less so. It was still much better than Episode 7, because I hated Episode 7. It was so terrible. And, this is coming from a guy who liked The Phantom Menace even. I have pretty low standards for what's good in Star Wars. And so, it's whatever, I guess. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the movie in the comments below. If you guys disagree with me, if you guys agree with me. I want to see what other people are thinking, because, like, I feel like there's a lot of people, like, freaking out saying, oh, it's, like, the greatest movie ever, but, the whole Rotten Tomatoes thing came back, and people aren't actually enjoying it. The movie's sales are dropping very rapidly, and they're saying it might not even outsell Rogue One, which is kind of not a good thing. But I don't know. I feel like Disney is kind of diluting the franchise, and it's losing its value. But, hopefully that's not the case. I'd really like for Star Wars to keep going on, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, and maybe it just needs different management, just some non-Disney management. But, we'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoy my videos, please give this a like. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.